Great day, family. Hope all is well, hope all is good, and welcome to another video. And today I want to talk about putting that work in. That's it. Like my coach, mentor used to always say, your input determines your output, right? What you put in is what you're going to get out of it. You don't put no work in, guess what? You're not going to get anything out of it. You put that work in, you guessed it, you will get something out of it. Today, I think I'm gonna make this a thing, especially when I'm outside working out. We're gonna have a conversation. I'm gonna talk to you all, and in between, I'm gonna do some sets. Today, I'm doing some pull-ups. But the topic of discussion today is putting in that work. If you want something, you gotta put in that work. Nothing begets nothing. Something equates to something. All right, so again, your input is always gonna determine your output. Oh, your output is always gonna be determined by your input. All right, get set in. So like I was saying, can't get something for nothing. If you want something, you gotta put in something. All right, I didn't wake up like this with muscles. I wasn't born with muscles. I had to put the work in. Yes, I'm a former athlete, but being a former athlete, having the muscles, it's a byproduct. Why? Because these are the things as an athlete we work on. We work on our bodies, right? Therefore, it yields a certain result. It yields a certain type of look that we have. Because why? We're doing something to improve something about ourselves. What happens to be our physical appearance. So if you're saying that, hey, Aaron or Coach X, I want to lose 15 pounds. I want to build some lean muscle. Right? I want to improve my health markers. But on the flip side, guess what, Ron? I don't eat right. I don't go for walks. I don't work out at all. Do you think you're going to lose those 15 pounds? Do you think you're going to add on that lean muscle? Do you think that you're going to improve your health markers by just sitting around and not doing anything about it? No, you got to put that work in, because your input is going to equal your output. Your output is going to be determined by your input. All right, so if you want to lose 15 pounds, guess what? You got to start watching what you eat. You got to start working out 2 to 3 times a week. You got to start going for walks. You got to start saying yes to the things that's going to help you get closer to your goals, and start saying no to the things that's going to pull you away from your goals. You understand me? Does that make sense? Let me get another set in. Right, so for example, I want to get better at doing muscle ups. For those of you who may not know what a muscle up is somewhat of a pull up and transitioning to a dip, right? So you do a pull up and you get over the bar and you do like a dip or press up, right? So I'm working on getting better at muscle up because I'm not that good at it and I want to be better at it. So what are some of the things that I'm doing to get better at it? I'm doing pull-ups, or I'm doing push-ups. I'm also doing muscle-ups, even though I'm getting stuck at 4 or 5 reps every time. right? I'm working on it. Why? Because I want to become better at doing muscle ups. If I say that I want to get better at muscle ups and I'm not doing it, I'm not working on it, I'm not doing the pull-ups, I'm not doing the dips, right? I'm not trying to watch other people who perfected doing muscle ups. Do you think I'm gonna get better at muscle ups? Of course not. Why? Because I'm not doing anything to improve my muscle ups, right? So that's why I'm out here doing pull-ups. That's why I'm out here doing this. That's why I'm out here doing push-ups. Why? Because I want to improve my muscle up. Again, your input, right, is gonna dictate your output. Your output is determined by your input, right? What you put in is what you're gonna get out of it. If you don't put nothing in, guess what? You're not gonna get anything out of it. If I don't work on it, guess what? I'm not gonna get the results that I want. If you don't work on it, whatever it is that you wanna work on, whether it be public speaking, whether it be being a better wife or husband, whether it be being a better sibling, whether it be being a better professional, guess what? You're not gonna get better. You will not improve on it, right? Nothing creates nothing. If you want something, you gotta put that work in. Let me get another set in. It's no different. Gotta put the work in, family. You have to put the work in. Your favorite artist, whether it be rapper or singer, guess what? The reason why you love them so much, the reason why you admire them so much, the reason why you're such a fan of them in their work is because they put the work in. All right? Some of y'all Beyonce fans out there, guess what? The reason why you love her is because she put the work in. Right? Some of my who's hot right now in the rap game? Let me think of one. Wow, man, having a, let's say Jay-Z, considered the best rapper of all time. Why? Because he put the work in. Your favorite artist, your favorite actor, your favorite athlete, the reason why you admire them so much, the reason why you, in some cases, love them so much, the reason why you're such a fan of them and their work is because they put the work in. Had they not put the work in, you would not know who they are. They would not be where they are right now. If they didn't put the work in, you would probably never knew that they existed. The reason why you know they exist and the reason why they are where they are is because they put the work in, and it shows. It shows. All right, so if you want a certain result, you got to put the work in. If you want to get to a certain level, you got to put the work in. All right? If you want to become a better version of yourself, you guessed it, you have to put the work in. Get another set in. And guess what? You know what else? You know what else your input affects? Whether you putting in the work or not putting in the work, guess what? We all have it. We all want more of it. And that's the money. And that's your income. Guess what? Your income is determined by your input. Think about it. If you want to make more money, you got to work on your input. You got to work on your skills. You got to work on yourself, right? If you want to make, let's say you want to get a bump, you want to get a raise at the job, what are you willing to do to get that raise at the job, right? If you want to increase your salary, what type of work that you got to put in to increase your salary, right? You want to become a millionaire like me? Guess what? You got to put the work in, right? Now it's going to be different. The work going to look different for everybody else, for everybody, I mean, right? But still, guess what? The one thing remains, one constant remains, is that we have to put the work in if we want a certain outcome. All right, family? So think about that. If you want to make more money, you got to work on your input, because at the end of the day, that's going to dictate your output. All right? That's it. Think about it. Got to put the work in. You want to be a better parent. Are you reading books to become a better parent? Are you watching other successful parents so you can become a better parent? You want to be promoted. You want to get promoted to a manager at your job. Are you watching the manager in front of you and see what they doing, so you can do what they doing, so that way it could increase your chances of becoming a manager? All right. You want to make more money? Are you working on your skills? Are you refining your skills to make more money? Are you doing that? Again, your input is going to determine your output, and vice versa. Your output is going to be determined by your input. Are you putting the work in, family? Or are you just talking about it? Right? Because we could talk about it all we want. We can do all the talking that we want. We can say we want this and we want that. But if we're not putting that work in, it's not happening. It's not happening. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but that's how it is. There's a cause and effect, whether it be bad or good. Well, I'm hoping that you want the good out of it. And if you want the good, you got to do things that's gonna give you a favorable outcome, right? That's gonna give you or produce the good results that you're looking for. All right, I'm gonna do one more set and we're gonna close it out. In closing, if you don't put the work in, then you cannot expect the results that you want. Matter of fact, don't expect the favorable results that you're looking for. Because again, your input is going to dictate your output. You get out what you put in. All right, family, so put the work in. I hope you found this message useful. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. And until next time, peace, love.